this week on Top Shelf Banter.
Oh, they are different.
There's a Greek god of wine?
Yeah.
There's like
Bacchus?
literally a god for everything.
Yeah, her name is Franzia.
Oh, Dionysus, yeah.
Dionysus.
Franzia.
I was going to say, yeah. I was gonna say, did you just say Franzia, the box wine?
Now, grab a beverage, sit back, relax, and listen to an athlete, a booze hound, a guy with a classic ride, and 3 other guys talk about anything, everything, and nothing all at the same time. Everybody have their drink?
Yep.
Me too. Let's do this.
I've been thinking of some things I know just enough about that if someone shared their viewpoint, I could surely shut them down. So pour me a glass, I'll drink it down fast and put your ignorance on blast. On the top shelf banter, well, I'm more right than wrong.
Hello and welcome to the Top Shelf Banter, where our banter comes from the top shelf, our topics come from the middle shelf, and our research comes from the bottom shelf. Check your calendars. Check that
Is
notch.
it my birthday?
Check that notch on your bedpost, because we've done it. We've done a full year.
We fucked you straight for a year.
Oh, we've done a full year of this shit.
God. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You didn't send us a thank you note, but you're welcome.
We knew you meant it deep down.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I have 2 notches in my bedpost. 1, full year of podcasting. 2, hardcore sex.
So let's do a deep dive into that.
Yeah. So
What do you
one
consider
time?
hardcore?
I mean, answer that question. And my follow-up question is the notch mean you just have had it or how many times you've had it?
Just the one time.
Okay.
Did it scare you?
It did. So I don't want it anymore.
All right. So let's, Donnie's question. What is hardcore sex?
Describe it in great detail.
But before we get into the introductions, I want to say thank you to the listeners and all of our friends and family who have been behind us for this on the full year. Thank you to Jordan as well.
Especially Jordan.
Especially Jordan.
Your thank you note is in the mail.
It is. It's coming, and it's a love letter that Donnie wrote.
It gets pretty detailed.
I've got it memorized, so let me recite it for you right now. Dear Jordan, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways and the hours. Hour 1, with my mouth.
But to keep this one exciting, since we are, this is our Podversary, we don't have a rotating topic master. We are all topic masters today.
Does that mean we're all hosts as well?
There's only one true host, and that's me.
Hold on.
The host
Derek,
of the 7 Kingdoms.
look at
Got
me.
excited. Yes.
I'm the topic master now.
I feel like there's still a rotating topic master here, but we're just rotating faster than usual.
Yeah.
Much faster.
Yeah. You don't have to wait 2 weeks to listen to the guy that you enjoy the most.
Right.
He's here right now.
He's here right
You're
now.
gonna
Hello,
hear him.
audience.
Yeah. You're gonna have to go through 3 to get to the 1.
Well, like I just said, I am your host and your topic master, Jimmy, our other Banter co-patriot, and also our topic master, the man with 0 with introductions.
Wow.
Those
Added
extra words just
Yeah.
really threw him off.
All
My
the rhythm.
goodness.
The rhythm is gone.
we know who you're talking about. We can just skip ahead, I
The
guess.
man that deserves no introductions,
there it is.
0 accolades.
Donnie.
Hello. I'm
Donnie.
here. Happy anniversary.
Good of you to be here.
Is that Ranier just laced with fucking heroin? What is happening to you?
Words are not my friends right now.
Oh, well, we're also not recording right now.
Fucking
Hey,
well,
that's the
why,
problem,
That's
yeah.
why everything's
That's it.
going wrong.
Our
God
other
damn
Banter
it.
co-patriot, the most stylish one in the sales to us all, Chapin.
Nailed that one.
Got it.
Nicely done.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I know.
I mean,
know.
we're still not
Fuck
recording
yous.
though, so
Right.
I mean,
I don't-
Jimmy's still ignoring our pleas to
Yeah.
turn on the recording light behind him. Oh, thank God.
Now I feel like
I don't
this
get
is
subtle
actually
hints.
happening.
now we're podcasting with guests.
And he somehow married his wife. Doesn't get subtle hints, and he's a married man.
Yep.
Listen, oh, never mind. I'm gonna say that.
And last but certainly not least, our final topic master, the anchor to us all, Derek.
Oh, well, hello.
Kerplunk.
Also, glad for you to be here.
Well, thank you.
I just gave you a massive compliment. He said, not least.
Isn't that what he always says?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
So,
Last-
so every 2 weeks
yeah.
you get a massive compliment, and you still have yet to thank him.
last but not
I
least.
thank him by showing up every 2 weeks.
Wow, I don't know that that's a thank you. I've never felt thanked.
That's okay.
I don't care if you're thanked.
I understand that.
I'm only
But-
appreciative of the host.
As always, we'd like to thank our viewers, and we want to encourage them to sit back, relax with a beverage of their choosing, alcoholic or not. Take a picture of what you're drinking, post it to social media using the hashtag Top Shelf Wednesday and hashtag Podversary.
Ooh. And you can't forget hashtag Whiskey Wednesday.
Hashtag still
forget
vote
that.
Derek off. Still vote Derek off. That's still on. That's forever running.
That's fine. It's fine.
The
We're
show
still
will
tallying the votes. We're
the-
stopping the steal. We're recounting Georgia. Derek will be off this island.
I'll tell you what. This will be my promise. Well, I'll stop podcasting when you officially get voted off, and then
So Chapin?
it'll just be Chapin and Donnie.
Okay.
All right.
What the fans want anyway. So.
I'm not sure how to take that, but
Two birds with one stone.
you'd think it was a spin-off podcast, but nope. Still Top Shelf Banter. It's just with two now.
Yep. Now it's true top shelf. We don't even have that bottom shelf. It's just an extra top shelf.
It's just two shelf. The two shelf. Kind of like the two
Two
step.
shelf banter.
Two shelf banter. Donnie,
Yes.
what's in your glass
My
for
glass
this
tonight.
podversary?
Is some delicious water. For our audience members, we've had to have an emergency recording because of a busy summer, hot days of summer, and so just some water for now. But don't worry, I'll still yell. I know the audience expects that.
Yep. Chapin,
Yes.
what's in your glass for the podversary?
I have brought Ecliptic Brewing's Sunray Juicy IPA. Seasonal beer.
Proud of you for that.
Yep. It's got like a starry night on it with a cool like cosmic logo. Never heard of them before, but good hazy IPA or juicy IPA, excuse me.
Nice.
Haze juice.
Has
I
juice a bleh.
You kind of went full bore
I
at
don't
there.
know what happened.
Derek, what's in your glass?
For the podversary.
Well, I figured it was the podversary, so I wanted to grab something nice out of my my liquor cabinet, and I reached for the Macallan 12 year. Figured that's a nice, sophisticated, exquisite Scotch that everybody should have in their bar.
Nice.
It's a delicious one.
I do like Macallan.
Yeah,
It is delish.
yeah. I mean, if they become a sponsor of this podcast at some point, I'll change my viewpoint. But I do like Glenlivet better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I am definitely a
That's
Glenlivet.
one way to not get a sponsor.
Yeah.
Listen, you pay me,
I
I'll
mean,
like you
it's-
more, but for now, fuck you.
Well, I think it's just because it's a Highland Scotch, and I prefer the Speyside Scotches over
Sure,
Highlands.
the lowlands. Slumming it.
Now,
Well,
Dalmore is a Highland, right? I believe Dalmore is a Highland, and that is a phenomenal. I need a bottle of that.
That's been Bourbon Talk with Derek. Jimmy, what's in your glass?
Oh, this was Scotch talk. but
Scotch
thank you.
talk.
I'm aware. Jesus Christ.
Donnie, use your eyes. We know you're like halfway to 1,000,000 years old.
Yeah. 1,000 times older than Methuselah. Suck it.
What I'm drinking for the podversary is a delicious Ranier, as always.
I see you
Delicious.
brought your crystal sex toy. What's in that?
I did. So this is a special tequila that Amy got for me for my birthday, and I've been holding on to it because I wanted to enjoy it during the podversary. But it is a Sincoro tequila. This is Michael Jordan's brand.
Oh,
Wow.
so
It
does
smelled cheap, so
does it taste like success, victory,
Hold on.
goat,
I'm
and
gonna
cigars?
do a live taste test on the air. First
what a
sip.
weird flavor profile.
Tastes like 6 championships.
Perfect.
6 championships, 2 dunk contests,
That's it. Only
defensive
2?
player of the year.
How many Rookie of the Years did he get?
3, actually.
Was it?
Good. Should have at least.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, he came back. He was still a rookie.
Yeah.
Not a veteran at that
Yeah,
point.
you leave for a year, you come
Yeah.
back, you're a rookie
Yep.
again. He did play a different sport,
That's really, really good.
but no, I
super
did.
good.
I love the stopper is the NBA trophy. Never mind. No, it's not. That's the
On the
tennis
bot-
trophy.
On the bottom of it's got a. That's what the agave plant looks like.
So the literally.
Listener-
Is there a tie-in to Jordan on that bottle?
Maybe.
Probably not.
So,
It's a sheer truth, but for the listeners who don't know what it looks like, it is 6 feet tall, It only weighs 12 pounds.
It's a powerhouse, though.
Yeah, very, very delicate glass.
Wiry but strong.
Yeah.
So I was tossing something at the house, and when I tossed, like, trying to like make a basket, like, you know how you like throw something into the garbage can.
Sure.
And like the new thing, is, well, it's been not new, but for the last like 10, 15 years, you yell Kobe. But the traditional throwback is, you stick the tongue out when you're making the shot. And she's like, Erin was like, why did you stick your tongue out? I was like, because I was summoning my inner Michael Jordan. And I had to explain to her that Michael Jordan was well known for having his tongue out of his mouth when he was like dunking and shooting. And
I have heard the kids yell Kobe when shooting.
So have I.
It's been a while, though.
What I actually do when I shoot is I yell out, Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
I don't even look at the basket. I just throw it and turn around and hold a finger in the air.
Yell out some
Done.
random player. You're like, Deadlift Shrimp,
No, not like that, Chapin. Not like that.
Steve Kerr.
To keep him up tempo.
No, that's when you're blocking.
Swaggy P, is that who did that?
Yeah.
Newple.
And it bounced off the rim.
May I try these Michael Jordan?
Yes, you
tequila?
may.
Thank you.
And while you are tasting it, I will lead us off with our
That
first
does.
topic.
Smell really good for tequila.
I know it smells like 6 championships.
Does it smell like you took it personally?
Yeah. That's
Can I try it?
So when you first hits your mouth, the first championship's like, bam, 92. And you're like, whoa, feel it. Then you let it swirl over your tongue for a couple.
Sure.
Get about another 2 or 3 championships out of that. And then the last 2 championships come when you do the swallow. And then aftertaste, oof, that's good. 6 championships.
I don't know. To me, it smells more like minor league baseball player with 1 career home run.
Wait, Tim Tebow made this?
What career over?
Oh, you just never let that stat go.
Oh, man.
2 golden gloves, but no, 1 home run.
I have a defined palate.
Right?
I can really get that.
Also, did I get the first championship correct in 92?
No.
No? Okay. I knew it would be early 90s. I threw out a year. I know that it was, 94 when the Sonics played them?
Do you know that, or
I'm
are
guessing.
you asking a question?
Well, it's kind of both.
I don't think you can start off. I know? Question mark.
maybe.
Might have been 1969.
Am I
Nice.
correct?
Nice. Nice.
I know the Rockets won it in like 95, 96, and 96, 97, I believe. Or 94, 95, 95, 96.
Wish I could Google it, but my phone exploded before this podcast.
That's why we're starting a GoFundMe for Chapin.
Yep.
Help him get a new phone.
Please. Just give me a razor. That's all I want. Razor from 2001. Or whenever they came out.
I can't believe you went through like 3 of those
Yeah.
ones. And you're still like, yep, I'm going to go back to it.
Might as well get another one.
Might as well.
91, 92, 93, 96, 97, 98. So
I had the same thing. I had one of those Sprint
What was the first year?
flip phones.
91.
Oh, I was close with 92.
I mean, you had to go early 90s, so you had 3 options.
4.
No, 90 doesn't count. That was obviously the Pistons. Get over yourself.
Still early 90s.
That's not early 90s.
Oh,
That
there's-
is
there's
the start of there's the start of the 90s. There's early 90s. There's the mid 90s. There's the late 90s, and then there's the 2000s.
Y2K.
And it's funny because there's only one mid 90, and it's 95.
That's not true
That's
at
it.
all.
Yeah.
There's a
It's mid.
range of 3 mid 90s.
You can mid.
Don't
You
you
got
know,
a
I'm
decade.
on board with you on
Thank
this
you.
The mid.
for once.
Yeah, Derek still thinks we're like in the 20th century because he doesn't know how dates fucking work.
Something like that.
But to
Oh,
kick
you're
us
still talking?
to kick us off, this is from our friend Ryan the Usurper, or some people know him
Long
as
may he reign.
Long May He Reign, or some people know him as Mayor Ryan.
Yep.
So
El Mayor Ryan.
he texted me this, and I've been holding on to this arrow in my quiver just for this. His text says, "Jimmy
So-
had one of those fall back to sleep for 5 minutes after waking up from a dream, and wanted to share it as it is indeed good banter for you. I was at the lake."
Hold
Very,
on.
very
Yeah,
presumptuous of
we'll
him.
decide that. Usurper?
He said, "I was at the lake and there was some event going on, not important. Suddenly you came up and asked what's going on. I say, I don't know. And you followed up with, what's your favorite banjo solo in a film?" I was like, but you seem to have one in mind. Suddenly, Amy walks up and is like, what? No way. To your answer, and has another movie off the top of her head she argues for. That's the dream. But the question is, are there banjo solos, and what is the best? And I'm going to throw a little caveat into it. Suppose we get rid of currency, like money altogether.
Hold, did I just have a stroke? What is happening? We're talking about banjo solos and also destroying the American dollar.
No.
Yeah, what
Stay with it.
banjo solos have to do with currency?
Stay with me. Stay with me on this. So if we were to get rid of currency,
Not even.
Hold on. I have a
are you
theory
going to
here.
let me finish my question?
I'm
or are you just
not.
going to cut me off with the
I think I know
my
where this is
premise?
going.
I mean,
So
we've done this
banjo-
for a year.
Banjo solos are like bees. If they go away, the earth crumbles.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's right. Is that where you're going?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, all right. Continue.
but
I have a theory. Can I go next?
sure.
Go ahead. I'm just,
So if we were to get rid of currency, and then everybody has a banjo, and you have to banjo off for anything like, I like to buy these
banjo off?
groceries. A banjo off. I want to buy these groceries. And then the cashier comes out. And then you okay.
I mean, that's
Can we get
the best
can,
banjo impression ever.
Can we use banjos as a form to acquire things?
I mean, I'm going to go with no because I think it's. I think it'd
Full
be
on Devil Went Down to Georgia, even though I know that's a violin, but
it's a fiddle.
fiddle.
They're
The
different.
golden fiddle. But I understand what you're saying.
yeah.
I'm going to say no because I think it'd be too subjective. What would be the right word?
You got to finish the second half of that sentence so we can tell you.
Well, just
I think it would just-
everybody's opinion on what would be better would be.
I think it goes by whoever has the louder
Different
applause during
subjective.
something like
Yeah.
that.
I kind of see a problem here, though, because like arthritis runs in my family. Would we just be extremely poor?
I mean, Chapin would try
hungry.
to lay down that sweet, sweet banjo lick, and the strings would just pop off one by one.
You just sell out quick. Get as much assets as you can before the arthritis sets in, and then you don't have to worry about it. Just live off your assets. I mean, that'd just be it. I mean, I would hear, is there going to be a crowd that comes in? So you're like, oh, we're doing a transaction.
No, it's everyone who's
And
around.
it's and then you're like, another person's like, and they're like, oh, definitely that guy, guy.
There'd be a new law enacted that whenever there's a banjo solo, you have to stop what you're doing and you have to witness this because you can help.
And then just majority vote decides.
Yeah, louder applause.
Okay. I can get behind that.
Would that makes Steve Martin
Yeah.
super important?
Oh my
to the
goodness,
world?
he would be the Jeff Bezos in this world.
I mean, the last banjo thing I've seen was that Leo. I'm going to butcher his last name, and I feel bad about it. because
DiCaprio.
I enjoy his. I enjoy his YouTube
You dare
videos.
butcher DiCaprio's
No,
last
it's
name.
not. It's not that
The
Leo.
Revenant.
It's Leo Macchiacchio.
Oh, no.
Macaroni.
Macchiato.
Macaroni.
I completely
Mausoleum.
butchered, and I
Merchants of Venice.
definitely apologize. But he does metal covers
Uh-huh.
on YouTube of different things, and he does a Slipknot cover that is all banjos, and it's pretty sweet. Yeah, does a banjo edition of a Slipknot song, and it's pretty dope.
I would actually like to learn to play the banjo.
Well, I mean, you should learn how to play your guitar first. That's sitting here in the corner with 7 inches of dust.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great name for a band.
7 inches of dust. Or
Thanks for
guitar in the corner.
No, 7
Thanks
inches
for,
of dust. Like a really soft metal.
Thanks for spoiling that. I was working on an acoustic
Oh, okay.
EP.
I can
and
tell.
That was actually going to be the
I can tell the one chord with no
the title of
dust.
the album.
Sometimes when you learn an instrument, you learn one note, and all the variations
Just fall
you
into
can have.
place.
No, you learn that one string.
Just like
So-
Tenacious D, the
But
one-note song.
I mean, as the guy that has probably the least musical talent
I think we'd all
in this
agree with
group,
that.
yeah.
I mean, I at least was in band for a year. I don't know if Chapin went that far. So
I've heard him sing.
I'm great at playing the shitty flute. That
true.
counts.
When he plays a shitty flute, it's an unshitty flute.
turns shit into gold.
It's a magnificent flute.
But
Beautifully shitty flute.
I imagine if you learned how to play this guitar, you'd probably be able to play the banjo.
Probably.
I've heard it's not a one-to-one thing. I've seen Steve Martin play, and I've seen, some guitarists play. They're
Almost.
different.
I want you to
A lot of finger picking, a lot of...
Yeah.
Yep.
So maybe if you learn how to play bass.
Yeah, no. So go learn "Time of Your Life" by Green Day, and then that translates specifically over into banjo.
Wonderwall.
No, that's not fingerpicked. "Time of Your Life" is fingerpicked.
We should go back and answer
Smoke on the
Ryan's
water.
question. What films?
What banjo solos in films?
I mean, I literally just referenced the last thing I know where there was a banjo solo, and that was a
Was
YouTube
that,
video.
Hold on, Jimmy, go back. Was that Ryan's question? What was the last thing you saw with the banjo in it, or what is the best thing you saw with the banjo? in it that's a
Are there
film?
banjo solos, and what is the best?
Again, I wish I could Google.
Don't Google
I mean,
it.
there's that.
I have no idea.
Moon River had a great banjo solo, I think.
Moon River?
Moon River.
What's
it's a movie.
the ding 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 ding?
I know what you're talking about, but I can't.
Ooh, that's the Pornhub intro song for
Yeah.
country fucking.
But that movie.
Yeah.
What's the movie that's
I have
from?
no idea.
That's from farmersonly.com.
No.
Okay.
Ooh, Fargo.
I'm going to throw his name out here just because
Ooh,
I
Steve
butchered
Buscemi.
since I butchered his last name, so I feel bad. But it's Mora
More.
Chioli.
Hold on. So you butchered it, so you're going to throw it out because you feel
yeah,
bad?
but anyways, look him up. Frog Leap Studios on YouTube. Check him out. It's great. I give him a shout out because I butchered his last name.
There's that top shelf banter bump.
Yeah. But no, I honestly have zero idea of any movies that have banjos in it. I can remember there's a banjo in a Family Guy episode when they moved to like Texas or wherever it was, because like Stewie joins like a band. Because I remember after he plays like the banjo, he's like, "I got blisters on my fingers."
Okay, so here there's I googled films with banjo music. Okay, 1972, Deliverance.
There it is.
That's
Thank you.
the song.
God, that was bugging me.
That's the one that says, "You got a pretty mouth."
Ah, that makes sense.
1967, Cool Hand Luke.
That's a good movie.
1979, The Muppet Movie.
Nice.
That's Steve Martin.
I don't
Maybe.
know. Maybe. Probably.
I didn't
Muppet movie or Emoji Movie?
I didn't realize
Neither.
Steve-
Gouge my eyes.
1969. Nice.
Nice.
I didn't realize Steve
Savannah.
Martin played banjo.
He's a crazy,
That's-
prolific
it's
banjo.
pretty
He has
good.
like 3 banjo albums.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
He
That's
stopped
awesome.
doing comedy and has only done banjo.
Sabata in 1969. Then we do just a brief skip to the 2000s.
Okay.
Songcatcher
No idea.
and Oh Brother Where Art Thou?
Oh,
there you
how
go.
did we miss that one?
Yep.
We failed on that one. That's
Because he's a man of constant sorrow.
That's a
And then
great movie.
I feel like these two films are probably just going to take it. All the other ones are null. In 2011, there was a film titled Banjo.
Oh, I watched that.
And then,
No,
of course it's titled Give
did
Me the
love that,
Banjo.
bro. Oh, I've seen that.
What's
It's
that?
titled
Holy shit.
Give Me the Banjo. And then in 2016, there was another film, Banjo.
Two
Like a
banjo movies?
reimagining
Wow.
of banjo.
Yeah. Well, the first one was Give Me the Banjo, and the other one is just Banjo.
Banjo 2,
right.
the banjoing.
Banjoing.
Electric banjoing.
The banjoing continues.
Well, then I think we got to go. Oh, Brother, We're Out, though. I mean, that's probably
When
the best
the-
movie.
It
on
is
that
a good
list.
movie.
I'm going to make a banjo movie, and it's going to be called When the String Breaks.
That sounds like a horror film, like Last House on the Left.
There's going to be a lot of murders with banjos.
Oh, there's going to be some intense
Oh
banjo
my
solos,
God.
though.
Chucky, instead of having a knife, he has a banjo, and he kills everybody by music.
Oh.
I mean, I feel like...
No, I think Shaven had the right reaction.
I mean, I like the
It sounded a
idea.
little sexually excited, but
Yeah,
also
yeah, no, I like
thrilled.
I like the
You
idea,
guys
but
can just
I,
very openly say that's a dumb idea.
no, I like
You don't have
I like the idea, but I feel like it's the banjo is a more enjoyable instrument than that. We could find a worse instrument that like everybody hates. That people are like, no,
the kazoo.
heads explode. Yeah, like a kazoo.
Kanye
or-
West voice.
Exactly, 100%. Committing murder with Kanye West's voice that's a movie right there. I don't think I'd watch it, but it should be made.
The Kanye killer.
Just a guy that has a tape recorder. It's just like
Yeah, he's just got
rewinds it.
a soundboard of Kanye.
It's like in the old in the
Scoop to poop.
in the Ace Ventura film where he tortures him by poking his eye. It's like that, but with Kanye West music.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're making this as like a joke, but they actually do use music as torture. Like Guantanamo Bay got in trouble.
Yes, nailed
Guantanamo
it.
Bay.
Got in trouble for playing Metallica music to like torture the inmates.
I know we've had a long weekend, fellas, but Metallica is Derek's favorite band. He's mentioned Metallica several times now.
This is the first time today.
I know. I'm just saying in general over the years.
I think
Never
when we
Metallica.
hit, I think when we hit
Metallica.
4 Metallicas,
Metallica.
Derek, I don't know why you can't speak.
You transpose letters.
Well,
I don't know what I'm saying wrong when
Oh.
I say Metallica.
no.
We're talking. We're
other
focused
one.
on the
Oh, now you got
the Guantanamo Bay.
Guandominoes.
Yeah,
Because all right, it's
30 minutes or it's free.
let's put it this way: words should not be longer than like 7 characters. There's no need for it.
Oh.
If you can't be
As he
efficient,
says a word that's longer than 7 characters in characters.
they just hate on my last name.
Oh my
fuck
god!
your last
8
name.
letters.
Technically,
No.
technically, my last name is 7. Let me count it.
That's
Yes,
not
7.
a technicality.
You said it was 7 or more, or 7 more than 7, not 7 and
Yeah,
above.
Again,
I'm
words
sorry
are hard.
that I struggle with the English language.
Your manifesto is going to be a shit show to read.
I can write wonderfully.
Hello. I will now write with no words longer than 7. Period.
I feel like his manifesto might be kind of sexual. Like it might take a weird erotic turn.
There will be a recurring. There will be a theme that comes up more than once,
My MO
and that will be 7.
my MO is just going to be the people that die have names that I can't pronounce properly.
Wow, I'm
Let's
sorry,
see them put that together.
everyone in the world.
Well, I think to answer Ryan's question, I think the film Banjo probably has the best banjo music in it or solos.
I'll push back on
I-
that.
And I
Oh,
think
brother, where art thou?
I think that we're
I thought
think
it
that
was
we're
men
all on
staring
board
at
with
goats.
the
No, let's go push back.
pushback.
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't seen Banjo, but I'm going to call it hands down the best Banjo film. Come at me.
Okay, well, I'm going to give the top shelf Banshee to Oh, brother, where art thou? It's the first time this award has been given out, and it's well deserved. Congratulations.
I should check the Roger and Ebert reviews of both of those films and compare.
I don't think Ebert was around for 2016 Banjo.
So just Robert.
I don't even know if Roger's still around, so...
God damn it. IMDb? Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah,
Okay, we'll go
you
Rotten
can do the
Tomatoes.
Rotten
About
Tomatoes.
I don't know, the Cisco guy.
The guy, the thong song?
Who
Yeah.
was it? Who was it
Just ask
that
him.
That guy.
Who was it that mentioned the that like there was like something where they brought up like LeBron James and then like his like stats were just the fact that he's the actor of Space Jam 2 and then it had the Rotten
was-
Tomato score.
Yeah.
Like that's
Also,
yes.
credit to ESPN. 'cause
That is
they
the
did it
greatest thing ever. They're like, no. We don't care about anything else he's done. He did this shitty fucking movie, and he deserves to be recognized for it.
Chapin,
Yeah,
what is your topic
Well-
for us?
this is kind of funny because we were talking about torture earlier.
Yep.
And
Oh, going dark.
my surprise topic.
Favorite
for you guys.
torture?
No,
I mean, obviously Iron Maiden.
let's pretend that the person to your left
Okay,
is a paranoid millionaire.
deal.
They buried their millions of dollars in the ground instead of putting it in the bank.
So he recently watched It's a Mad, 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 Mad World.
I know I've not seen that.
Oh,
Actually.
you should. It's fucking great.
I don't think there's that many
hilarious.
Mads in
I
that.
was going to say, is that the right
I
amount of
don't
math?
know where this trend of interrupting the podcast teller of the question is, but let's let Chapin have his due, please.
Yeah, no, there's like 3 or 4 Mads in it. It's and it's a 2 VHS set.
I'm pretty sure it's just a mad world. 2
I
mads.
think it's 3 Mads. I'm gonna Google search it.
Chapin,
right now.
go ahead with the question.
Keep on going while he's
Anyways.
while he's searching.
Well, we really search up the important topic.
Right. Let's just Let's say
Paranoid
that
millionaire.
you have kidnapped the person to your left, who
Deal.
is the paranoid millionaire,
Oh.
and you need to find their
Okay.
buried treasure or fortune.
Uh huh.
How do you go about doing it?
Wow.
Okay. Let's run. How many Mads do you think it is? And it's a mad world.
At least 7, just because you are mentioning.
No,
some of
I
the-
went way overboard on purpose.
So I know it's less than 7.
I'm saying
2.
2.
I'll stick with 2.
3.
Okay, it's 4.
I don't think that's true.
I just pulled it up on Google,
I also just pulled it up, and I don't see that. So,
and it's a mad, 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 mad world.
looks like a parody film that somebody did in college.
Probably.
Right.
No, the film that Rat Race, I think, is the movie that's based off of Mad, 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 Mad World.
So
Not quite as good.
A paranoid man that I have to.
Derek, you're trying to get Derek's millions.
Yep.
How do you torture him to make him give up the secret location?
Good luck.
Easy. I get him drunk, and we start talking about his beloved truck and how it can go down hills smoothly. We talk about bourbon. We reference movies such as Mad, Not So Mad World.
The prequel that nobody liked.
Yeah. And then I just go down a full path of heavy metal music. And the more Derek gets drunk, the more he talks.
That's true.
So
but
just
also,
let him ramble until
Just let him ramble, and then
but the more Derek drinks, the more Derek sleeps.
Also true.
That's
Not-
what you have to worry
as
about.
long as I can keep him going,
There's gonna be that tipping point.
and go with the
literally tipping point.
as long as I can keep feeding him stuff to argue about, he'll stay up.
that's
It's
true.
when
That's
when
true.
there's a lapse in the conversation,
Yeah.
that's when he falls asleep.
I have seen Derek fall asleep mid-conversation standing up.
I do. I do fall asleep mid conversation. That's not gonna.
But
that's not
if
gonna
he
work.
if he does fall asleep, I have one way to wake him up, and it is a swift kick to the jimmies.
Derek, I have a
have
question.
multiple Jimmies.
I have a question for you, just real quick. Derek, if you were a paranoid millionaire, where would you bury your treasure?
Good luck. I'm
No.
telling you.
I was really trying to trick him there.
You almost got it.
Like it was so close. For me to torture Jimmy, I've got a couple different tactics I'm going to take. First of all, a ton of Febreze. We all know Jimmy loves to sit in his own filth. And if we make that room smell like a sunny meadow, or let's say Hawaii beachfront,
Ooh.
he is just going to start tearing up because that's just not the potent smell that he enjoys.
I wanted to do a Febreze bomb before I moved out of here so bad to Jimmy and Amy. One morning, just zip tie a Febreze bottle, open the door, throw it, and just shut and hold the door as they're fucking screaming and fucking panicking. Oh, that'd be so much fun.
I did that when I worked at Hollywood Video to Nate. He was doing a count in the office, so I took 2 of our spray cans and just held them under the door and just unloaded. And it was a small office, and he almost died. But we'd start with the smell bombs.
Okay,
Just really loosen you up. You're ready to talk,
just to
Yep.
break down my first barrier, huh?
and then it's not going to be loud. But I'm going to start.
Is it going to be subtle?
I don't want to say subtle because this band is a brash band. Mm-hmm. This band really makes a statement when they play.
Yeah.
But Good Charlotte.
Oh.
I mean, it's going to start off low,
Oh,
and we're just going to listen to their discography
I can already feel
in
it.
release order, and we're really going to dive deep into each song, just how it makes us feel, how it relates to our lives, and how when we're walking on the streets of D.C. on the East Coast where we live.
Oh, Donnie knows me too, but there's one
Yeah.
band I hate. It's Good Charlotte.
But after Good Charlotte, there's another band. Yeah. It's a band you'd think you'd like. But after 7 hours of Good Charlotte on repeat, not anymore. Green Day. But played backwards.
No,
And I'm singing the songs backwards. And then we're going to go through those songs.
I thought I was going to go dark with Chapin, but you've really taken it.
And if that still doesn't work, then we go for the teeth. And we take a little chisel.
no,
And
not
we
my
just-
perfect teeth.
We just start taking little bits of teeth away. Just chip here and a chip there, and just say, "Where's your money? Where's your money?" And you say, "I'm not going to tell you." And I go to a different tooth, and I just chip away one of the little tips of it that really helps you eat that meat. And if you don't tell me by then, you're gonna have some smooth nubs for teeth. It's gonna be all kale for you. And then, if you still haven't told me, I bring in beef jerky. And I force feed it to you, and watch you gum beef jerky for hours until you're done with that Costco-sized bag of beef jerky. of Korean barbecue beef jerky.
At least it's good beef jerky.
But
But
it's
you
going to make
can't
him
eat
shit
it.
himself. Yeah.
You can't eat it. You just have to
Yeah.
gnaw on it.
Lick it.
Oh yeah,
You have to let it dissolve on your tongue after 17
that's
hours.
solid. That's.
And then
very
after that,
solid.
I give up.
Not
Like if,
worth
still,
it.
he still hasn't told me. I mean, he deserves to keep his money. His
Right.
teeth fixed.
Donnie, I appreciate you not insulting Destiny while you're doing any of this.
We've
stuff.
had that argument so often. Like, what's the point?
No.
I guess I could like play it in front of you.
No.
But play it
Anything
like,
but that.
with my hands backwards, so the triggers are my pinkies, and I have no idea how to press the buttons.
I think
As long
just
as you
jumping
don't,
around?
as long as you don't ruin my KD, my ranking, or delete any of my characters.
I would never delete your characters, but I mean, ruin your KD sounds great.
No.
Oh, just go into comp and just like, what do I do, guys? Where do I get heavy ammo?
Just tie 'em
start
up.
hitting people with a heavy rocket launcher. Like, I can't get them. They shoot me too fast.
just tie him up with his eyes pried open as you're sitting there ruining his
Just
KD.
Running in circles.
Oh no, I died again. I don't know what's going
My
on.
ranking, it's plummeting. No.
There's so many sweaty people playing right now.
I could read books to him.
Ooh, that's a good torture.
Interesting. Gone with the Wind.
Not even
Paradise Lost.
not even audiobooks. You're gonna.
No,
do
I'm
it.
going to read it. I will do the
Paper.
voices.
Like that.
And you will like them to begin with.
Oh, I love
But
it.
you will hate them by the end. I will have your money.
Ooh, just do everything in. Well, I would say prospector voice, but that would really hurt
Yeah.
Megan.
Well, we're not. there's
I
not
like
a-
the prospector
There's,
voice.
there's
actually.
not a witness to this. I'm not telling anyone I'm doing this.
Well, no, I know.
Every time I'm not torturing him, I'm outside looking for him.
I get that,
Right.
but I'm saying that I feel like even
This is
any
a-
of us that enjoy the prospector voice would probably tire of it by like maybe day
The
3
problem
or
with
4.
prospector voice is that it also hurts your throat.
Yeah.
So doing it for a long
So you
time
get
is not great.
So you get a lot of those fisherman friend lozenges, and you'll be fine.
That sounds like torture for me. I don't want to do like a dual torture.
Take a recording of yourself doing it.
Ooh,
If
there
I
you
was
go.
torturing
and
myself,
then
No,
when
it's a-
and
it's a
then
Timmy.
Oh.
so you
Record
record,
it once.
but I'd have to have earplugs. 'cause
And then
that would
when-
be terrible.
and
Put it onto
then-
an MP3.
and
you know what I do?
just-
Wave. So you really get a lot of feedback and a lot of like you've lost some audio.
Oh, so you just record it on our setup.
Oh,
Oh, self roast.
Chapin,
Mm-hmm.
what are you going to do to torture Donnie?
Ooh, to torture Donnie.
Lay it
He's
on
tied
me.
up.
Oh.
Can't move around.
How hard am I tied up?
Oh, whoa. He
hard enough-
apparently already likes it.
Where? Just
Is he blindfolded?
like kind of sloppily tied up.
Ooh.
Like
No,
the
no.
knots are not like every knot is different.
Chapin,
Yep. All right. Nope. Nailed it so far. No, Chapin, you're tying me up wrong.
Chapin, you
I'm gonna
didn't
get out of this so quick.
Chapin, you didn't think about that question. Donnie asked, "How hard is he?" While he's tied up.
Oh, that one I didn't check.
That's also torture because it's sitting there unattended.
Yep. No action.
No.
How horrible would that be? Like if you did grab somebody for torture for $1 million, millions of dollars or whatever, and they're just like, "Joke's on you. I'm part of BDSM dungeons. Good luck."
Do it.
No, not my nipples. I hate my nipples.
Oh
Oh,
no! I hate this.
All right, so Chapin, so
Chapin.
he's
So I tie
tied
him
up
up
with multiple different
Keep
knots.
going.
In his house with different knots. And just kind of stroll over to his DVD collection. Pull a couple Twilight movies and put them at the A section. And
Well, first of all, you brought your own Twilight movies to put into my collection.
Sacrifices were made. He had
Take
to
your-
spend $13 to do this torture.
take your emoji movie, put
Yeah.
it in Z, and just kind of move them around.
Uh-huh.
How I see
Okay.
fit.
I'm resisting. I'm resisting because I know in the back
Is he
of my
watching
mind,
you do this?
in millions
Oh, yeah.
of I have millions of dollars, and I don't even have to fix that. I will throw that entire bookshelf out and just buy a new one with movies pre-alphabetized.
To start over.
This is ruined.
There's no fixing
It's
this.
unfixable.
Could involve some Star Wars.
Ooh.
Over just the one with the Jar Jar Binks. Whatever the first one of that. It's the first one.
Phantom
of that
Menace.
series? Phantom Menace. Thank you.
Yep.
Just on a little loop there.
Sure.
And then maybe watch them out of order too. So like we'll start with that one, and then do some. Just kind of jump around a little bit.
Are you at least finishing the movie? Or are you just getting like 3/4 of the way through and then just
Well,
stopping?
watch half. Do the second half of a different Star Wars. Go back to that one 3 movies later. I think it would work.
Yeah, I mean that's a great system.
Just a little bit of chaos. That's all you need
I
to
would hate
crack
it.
Donnie.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
All right, Derek, what's your torture technique for Chapin?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. When you were being tortured, I had a great one for Chapin. I've lost it.
I'm unbreakable.
I mean, initially I was just going to go with the good old-fashioned waterboarding.
Boring.
That's boring. Not as fun.
It's not personalized.
I've seen though that Sean Hannity was waterboarded and it didn't even affect him, right?
Well, I mean,
I didn't know that.
my
Yeah.
brother and
Well, I mean, he does have an iron will, that Sean Hannity.
my brother and I used to waterboard each other all the time for fun. So
Maybe we don't know what waterboarding is. What did your brother used to do to you?
Wakeboarding?
no, when you throw like a rag over the face and pour water over their head.
Just for fun.
You and your brother were in Al Qaeda?
No, this was I think
You're in,
before Al
you're in
Qaeda.
Guantanamo?
Yes.
You're in Guantanamo, babe?
I don't know why we did it. We were young and did stupid
Kids just
shit.
torture each other.
But literally, like
Just doing
like, what we'd
High
do is,
levels
like,
of CIA torture.
Yeah,
Just doing kid
one,
shit.
one of us would like lay on the couch with our head over the arm of the couch, so it was kind of we were not quite upside down, but almost.
Sure.
And then a wash rag would be thrown over, and we'd just pour water over the other, so they couldn't fucking handle it anymore.
Like, was this a carpeted floor?
No, we had hardwoods.
Okay.
Yeah,
But what was the floor like?
Was it wet?
hardwood.
Oh.
Did it get wet?
You said you had hardwood, so I
Oh.
was making a sexy joke.
Did the floor get damp from the water?
Moist,
It
maybe?
was definitely a tad.
Your
moist.
mouth, was it full of moisture? Ready to drip onto that hardwood?
The mouth was wet. Had water poured on it.
I regret. I'm
sorry, nasty.
audience. I'm sorry, audience.
It's so nasty. Why did you even go down that path, Donnie?
I'm sorry.
Why were you leading
I
him towards it?
apologize. I apologize. So, Derek, you're waterboarding Chapin
All right, I heard it
on
out.
the hardwood.
That's all I needed to hear. You have my millions now. They're talking about that.
Yeah, no, the,
Just
The-
all
the
he has to do is talk about
waterboarding-
sex shit.
yeah. I think that would just be it. Is I would just sit there and just talk. Just he'd be tied up.
I mean, I don't have any money right now, but do you want it? I'll give it
Yeah.
to you. Just make it
and
stop.
just the constant mispronunciation.
Oh, audience, I've seen your emails. You say we write this and we make this shit up, but no. This is us.
This is Derek just being his dumb self.
This is Derek Unchained.
Oh,
We
I
let
would
him
get-
free.
I would probably get like a science book and then read it to Chapin
There you
with
go.
words that I have no idea how to pronounce.
What is the powerhouse of the cell?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Dang it.
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Okay.
and the midichlorians.
Oh God! Oh, the midichlorians are the powerhouse of the cell.
No, the midichlorians
Um,
are force power in front of in
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, that would probably be the fun torture. Just
Read a science book to Chapin.
Oh, all those
yeah,
words.
medical books. Maybe a book that I know that there's words that I'm gonna fuck up, so he'll enjoy it. And
Oh,
then
so
there'll
a
just all
Dr.
of sudden be
Seuss book.
Fuck up.
Oh, the places you'll go.
I'll be like,
Sam I Am is my name. I said green eggs and ham in a box.
Hop
No.
on pops. Pops on hops.
like C-Spot Run. Look, C-Spot Run. He's got the bull. No, it's fucking ball. I don't know.
C-Spot Rune.
See Spoot Rude. He's got a bull. He's upon the hool. He's running down the hool.
Chapin, that was
Anything but that.
Chapin, great topic. Great question.
I think I'd get the millions the fastest.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. As soon as Chapin starts tying me up with inappropriate knots, I'd be pissed. Just take my money. Just go.
Donnie,
Yeah.
what is your topic?
Fuck.
Oh, I didn't pick one, so hold on.
Oh, failure.
No.
I mean, I figured Jimmy would fail. I didn't expect you to
Romeo.
fail.
Okay, well, going on Derek's love of talking about sex, we're going to talk about mythological pubes. Now,
I'm knocked out.
I know what you're thinking. Medusa
Oh my god.
probably has snakes for pubes, right?
Probably.
I mean, her hair is or
Yeah, her hair is pubes.
her hair is snakes.
Derek, why don't you just sit this one out?
Apparently, the McCollins is hitting a little bit hard.
It is completely gone now.
That's true, it is.
When did this happen?
It disappeared. It was full at the start, and I haven't seen him take a drink. It's empty.
It's the angel share.
But, I mean, just going off that, we can go down to Midas. I think his pubes are all just solid gold now because he touched himself.
Oh,
God,
yeah?
just a solid.
You know,
Midas
I'm
touch.
just going to say a sentence, and let's all just sit back and let Derek react to it. I think that'll be my topic. So,
I can't believe I said that.
what other famous pubes from mythology or just history
Okay.
would you really like to dive deep into?
Hitler.
Solid gold.
Well,
Midas.
Jimmy, tell us about Hitler's pubes.
Do you think he had just that solo half stash right at the top or the
Ooh.
base?
I was going to say, what if it's underneath the shaft on the balls?
The ABC.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
if it's in the ABC?
Uh-huh. Just a little rectangle of hair.
The Brunswick, as we like to call it.
I think like 40s Germany. He was all natural. If you did anything to your pubes, you were gone. You're going to the oven.
Derek, are you theorizing that that's what
Christ.
World War II started because someone shaved Hitler's pubes?
And he was super upset about it.
Well, I mean-
he was soups mad.
His Jewish hairdresser was like,
It is
I can do
recorded.
something for you down there?
It is recorded that he participated in homosexual activities in World War I trenches. So maybe he got made fun of because of his pubes when he was participating in these activities in the trenches, and that was just the trigger.
Oh, that's such a good argument for people who are anti-LGBTQ. They're like
Shave
the
your pubes?
neo-Nazi, the neo-Nazis, because they're like, oh, we hate gays, and it'd be like, but you love Hitler, and he was a gay.
He was a gay.
I mean, it's actually strongly suspected that he was very homosexual.
So what you're saying is that everybody who is a neo-Nazi or Nazi lover
Is secretly
is
gay? It's very possible.
secretly gay.
Oh, I'm not going to put that on.
Not that-
I'm not going to
I'm-
put that on LGBTQ community. They are not
No,
associated
no,
with Nazis.
I'm not shaming. I'm not shaming them for
But
being
they're-
gay.
We're
I'm just
not,
shaming
we're
them
not
for being
saying
Nazis.
that all rectangles are squares, but all
Right.
squares are rectangles.
That is true. But I mean,
Thank
it
you.
is.
You're
That
welcome.
is. There's
a maths behind it.
there is a lot of evidence to that in like the historical record and whatnot because of the records. Like he actually has been disciplined with the trench activities, and then the whole fact that he never married until literally the night before he killed himself. Yeah, he had Ava Braun that was always with him, but like even like his inner circle were like, yeah, that was kind of for show.
What was he in trouble in the trenches doing? Sucking off dudes?
It was. Yeah, that was all it was. Yeah, there's records.
And you get in trouble for that in the 1940s? What?
Well, this was.
Oh, sorry, the 20s?
Yeah,
as much,
just
as much
the
negative,
teens.
ma-
It was
negativity
World War
I could
One.
make about Hitler. About like
Yeah, no,
Absolutely.
he.
So
He earns it.
then I have a question. When Hitler's sucking a dude off in the trenches,
Yes.
obviously they don't shave down there. Is his mustache like Velcro, where it gets all tangled in his curlies because he gets the nice straights
Ew.
that just grab on?
Ew.
So really, it's a mustache ride that never ends.
And
I
hence-
think Zeus.
Chapin, no, jump in here, Chapin.
I have no response to that.
Let's get back off
I
track.
was thinking Zeus too. I wonder if it is stick up on end, like it got zapped, just like
Or it is lightning.
Static electricity
just-
on his pubes.
you'd rub a balloon on it, pretty much. And,
he's just Wayne Static,
Yeah,
Static X,
right.
in his pubes.
just push it.
So when he penetrates it
going-
like shocks, it just
Oh my
releases.
God.
Zip, zip, zip,
Yeah.
zip, zip.
What's going on?
Who's the guy with the
down
wing
here?
shoes?
Hermes or Mercury.
I think either or probably had wings instead of pubes.
Just wings right next to the shaft of their penis.
But they put it on their shoes to make it PC. So they can put it
Derek,
on
I
greeting
don't
cards.
want you to say either of those words.
Wings and shoes?
No. No. Here, let me say it for you. I don't want you saying shaft or penis again.
Oh,
Just say wiener from now on. Say wiener.
Penis.
No.
Wiener.
Say wiener. Yeah, he had wings on his wiener. That's what I want you to say.
Sounds worse.
No.
Wiener wings.
Wiener. It's
We call
easier.
those wieners.
He was able to fly his sausage.
Okay, well, let's move on. Let's go Achilles. Now, Achilles, we all know his weakness was his ankle. Now, do you think he could ever shave his pubes? Were
Yeah.
they indestructible?
Well, I mean, it wasn't his ankle, it was his tendon.
Oh, Derek.
That's literally why it's called the Achilles tendon.
Oh, it's called the Achilles heel, and the heel is connected to the...
Elbow.
Yep, the Achilles elbow. We all know he bumped it on the door as he was walking through, and
Ankle
the
bone's
laughter
connected
killed
to
him.
the elbow. Elbow's connected to the
But
neck bone.
let's get back to pubes. Were
Neck
his
bone's
pubes
connected to the
indestructible?
head bone. And that's
Well,
how
yes.
you learn the
Okay.
body.
Perfect.
They weren't his heel.
Science.
The phrase is Achilles heel.
Yeah, but it's the tendon. That's why the tendon is named that, because of it, just whatever.
It's actually named after Dr. Achilles in the 1930s.
No, it's not.
It absolutely is.
Okay.
Dr. Achilles was like he broke so many barriers. He was the first. don't look at me like that, Jimmy.
Dude,
Look it up.
do tell.
Okay, I would
tell.
if you didn't look at me like that. Doctor,
This is new information
Yeah,
for me.
well.
This is my learning phase.
allow me to enlighten you.
No wonder you flunked out of school. The teacher was like, "What the fuck? Get out of here!"
His brain right now is flexing to try to get wrinkles so bad. Just please wrinkle up.
Dr. Ricardo Achilles.
Okay.
Okay, 1943.
You said 1930s.
Oh, no.
Now I'm confused.
Well, it was a long experiment. Okay,
Oh.
yeah. Just give it a second.
You said
Don't jump
47.
ahead, grasshopper. I'll lead you up to
Okay.
where you need to be. So in 1930, he was born.
Okay.
Then in 1943, he was
Circumcised.
no, no, not Jewish. He was 13. Graduated from
Okay.
Yale and
At 14.
double major. Yep,
Wow.
13. Double major at Harvard at the same time.
That's.
Yeah.
Did he have a little pendant like Hermione in the Harry Potter films that allowed her?
He was
to
not a
travel?
time turner. No, he was just super smart.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to go into a sexist rant. So, but no, I think I have to. As a man, he just learned she had to cheat. Oh, gotcha, Hermione. Now, in 1943, he discovered that if he hit people in their Achilles heel, as he called it, because he was a little narcissistic, that they would go down. So that's how he learned about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember reading about.
I thought it
this
was
in
going to
health
go
class.
a lot longer.
Now, it could, but other people have podcast topics, and I want to talk about pubes some more. So
Yeah. I mean, there's only one podcast topic left, and we got another 2 hours for it. We got plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Pubes.
famous pubes.
I mean, we've only been focusing on male pubes.
That,
So
well,
what
aside from
about
the beginning of the question with Medusa.
which we didn't answer really.
That's true. Well, no, we did snakes. I think we all agreed that it would
agreed
be
it's gonna-
snakes,
okay.
which means
Do you think
that
they're
she's
different
probably
from her top snakes?
I mean,
Do
they're
you
just,
think
they're
the
like
carpet snakes match the drape snakes?
they're like
so she
baby
had
baby
they were like
snakes.
cobras, right up top.
I don't know.
I don't know if
actually.
they ever.
I think down below.
specified.
I think down below she's got anacondas.
that
What about
doesn't
Does
make
she have
any
eyebrows?
sense at all.
Ooh, interesting point. Eyebrows.
Now that's a question: are eyebrows pubes?
no, no, eyebrows are just hair.
eyebrows or facial hair?
Yeah, but aren't facial hair the same as pubes? I believe.
Well, I guess if you shave it and glue it to your face, sure.
Well, I'm pretty sure that your consistency of your beard actually is very similar to the consistency of your pubes.
Jimmy, is that true?
I don't. You know,
a
now
nice thick mane.
now that I look at
just
Dick
full
more,
coverage?
I don't want to go down this path anymore.
No, your beard is different than the hair on the head.
So Derek, when you had your beard that was quote unquote 8 inches long.
It was 8 inches long.
Were your pubes also 8 inches long? And, don't answer that.
I mean, if we had a sponsor from Manscaped, I could answer that, but we don't, so it's going to be unanswered until
Well, if we had a
do have
sponsor from Manscaped, none of us would have pubes.
Maybe.
Because they make it so easy to trim without getting nicked.
And I think they're at
With
the
the
lawnmower
Lawnmower
4.0.
He's smooth as eggs.
Now I'm just imagining Chapin's balls, a little salt and peppery, just sprinkled in there.
Yep.
Oh,
Little man bun.
It's like George Clooney pubes. Melinda's favorite. She's like, oh, it's like George Clooney.
Do you think Justin Timberlake had top ramen on his dick?
Frosted his tips.
Yes. Oh, he absolutely frosted those two.
Of course he
yeah.
did.
Of course he did.
Little Justin down there.
But no, let's go down the path of. So we did do Medusa, but what about let's say the Norse goddess Freya?
Wolves.
Wolves? See, she's the goddess of fertility, love,
And nobody fucks
beauty.
like a wolf.
I would think that she's like 2000s porn star. Just there's not a hair on her outside of what's on the head.
I'm uncomfortable.
Does bald vagina make you think fertile?
No, but she fucks a lot, so
Does she? Does
Let's
the Norse god Freya actually fuck, or is she just the god that wants people to
that
fuck?
blesses fucking.
That blesses fuck people who fuck a lot. The fuck god.
I mean, I feel like she fucks a lot.
I don't think she does.
Yeah,
No.
I think she does.
Who's
That's not-
the sun god?
Is that Ur?
Well, that would be
Raw.
Isn't that
Rob.
not Mercury?
Man, Ra.
No,
Those
Apollo's
Egyptians.
the moon god, right?
Ra?
Ra, I believe, drove the sun across. Yeah,
Well,
that makes sense.
Ra in the Egyptian, but I'm sure
Right.
there's a sun god in all of them.
Well, let's think about it. So when you're fucking
So he's
Ra,
probably a
and he-
red,
and he
probably
tell-
a redhead.
Sure, but when he tells you to stick it where the sun does shine, is that just anywhere you want?
Oh.
Jimmy, are you Googling sun god?
I did. The Norse sun god, his name is Sol. Might surprise you.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that makes sense. Soul ring is, yeah.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
Isn't that the Spanish word for sun?
Yeah. Soul ring. Apparently the Norwegian word as well.
Donnie, you're looking
Why we
Greek,
messed that up?
right?
Yeah, Greek or Roman, either way.
Oh, they are different.
There's a Greek god of wine?
Yeah,
There's like
Bacchus?
literally a god for everything.
Yeah, her name is Franzia.
Oh, Dionysus. Yeah,
Dionysus.
Franzia.
I was just saying, yeah. I was just saying, did you just say Franzia, the box wine? Out of all of the wineries in the world,
Helios.
the box wine took.
All of these names are so like, as soon as I say them, I'm like, yep, that makes
Yeah.
absolute sense. How can
So
we just say
Helios, when Helios says, "I'm going to stick it where the sun doesn't shine," do you think he can can't because his pubes just broadcast sunlight?
Oh, 100%. I think it blinds anybody. Like he's
His dick is a flashbang.
yeah. It would be like staring into the sun. It would explain one of our friends.
And
He's
He
telling
must
you-
be a sun god.
and Ra
'Cause
is
you're
the
always-
sun god.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're always going to be a virgin.
Good call, Chief.
Nice. Nailed one.
God is.
Unless you wear like a welding mask. That wouldn't be very sexy, but like
I mean, depends on how you paint it. And is there a mouth hole?
I mean, any welder with flames on their helmet is pretty cool to me. It's
right?
absolutely fuckable. Sorry, Dad.
Whoa!
Oh, man.
That took a whole different turn.
We know his dad's a big listener of the podcast. He's one of our Patreon and OnlyFans subscribers. But he has a real big problem with some of our content. And the comments from Jimmy like that are
Yeah.
he's disappointed.
Just said,
Well, the
sorry,
fact-
Dad. I'm just saying that you're completely fuckable. Not by me.
That's what I'm just. That's
But
the problem.
somebody would fuck him.
Not
That-
by
yeah,
me.
that
I'm
his
saying that
son-
I'm not gonna go out and fuck my dad while he has his welding mask on.
I mean, you're the one that's bringing it up.
Somebody else.
And if I know anything about
Somebody else is gonna fuck my dad while he wears that.
Freud, you're fitting right into a lot of his theories.
I don't want to go down this path anymore. I was just trying to argue, saying that people who have sweet flames on their welding masks are completely fuckable, and Dad falls into that category.
Hold
I'm not saying I'm going to fuck him. I'm saying that somebody else is going to go
It
out.
explains
to-
why
somebody
he-
else is going to fuck him.
It explains
I
why
have,
he's
I have
always
one question for you.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I'm probably going to regret asking it.
Okay.
But do you think the person that's going to fuck your dad while he wears that welding mask is your mom?
I mean, ew.
It's logical.
That's
Well,
it's the only logical explanation. And that question is just as bad as Derek saying any of the
I
forbidden
know.
words.
I know.
and you know what? It tracks with Jimmy's mom.
Tracks. I mean, if
Yeah.
all this. Hold on, wait. Let me.
We're just gonna leave it at
I
that.
don't want to comment anymore on Jimmy's mom. I have some funny things to say, but I respect her too much, and I like Jimmy too much. I'm not going to say them.
Jimmy's mom's fantastic.
check-
Audience
hold
members,
on.
use your imagination.
Let me check
Yeah.
the science. Let me check my bar chart, my Venn diagram. Yep, it is my mom. Venn diagram.
Hold on.
They don't
What
lie.
are those circles?
Mom.
People who fucked my dad, and the circle, my mom,
Right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it is
is a welding mask.
is the welding mask.
And it overlaps weirdly.
All right, I think I'm going to be done with my topic because I want to dive into some questions that I'm going to regret asking. So, who's up next?
I
Derek,
guess that
you
would be me.
are Derek. You are our final topic
Yeah.
master for this podversary. What topic do you have for us?
Well, I hope it's a fun one. The three topics, predecessor,
prior,
Proceeding.
or prior.
proceeding,
Processor.
ladder,
Prosecutor.
Pythagorean.
the former.
Prospector.
Panderer. Pendelhaven.
Panhandle.
Pennsylvania.
They've been great topics.
Belarus.
They've been absolutely great topics. So I hope mine holds up.
Poland.
Penis.
So right now, and I'm gonna lose half of our podcast with the first statement that I say.
Oh, no. Is it a forbidden word?
No, it's not a forbidden
Thank
word.
God.
It's been a good run.
We're currently at the height of baseball season.
Hold on. I don't think the audience members have heard me snore before.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So we're currently at the height of baseball season, and the current Seattle Mariners are
Not the past Seattle Mariners.
Every
the
time.
current.
Okay.
They're doing really well. They're doing above what they should do. They're got a winning record, and the way they're winning games, and the fact that their center fielder is out with an injury and will hopefully come back near the end when it matters. It harkens back to 1995. They refused to lose, and one of the greatest seasons in Mariner history. And one of the things that we do, I don't know if we've done it we've done it a couple times on the podcast.
Can I interrupt you just
Yeah.
real quick? One of the things we do talk about at baseball a lot is those cheating Astro
Yes.
Got him.
Oh,
Boom.
yes.
those cheating fucks.
Oh, we
Go ahead.
forgot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every
Never.
episode
Never
so
forget.
far.
Never forget.
9/11. Never
So-
forget.
9/11 and the fucking Astros, two travesties to ruin this nation,
Never forget.
spreading their gross seed all over this country.
Oh, 100%. So anyways, so we go back to one of the things that we've done. We've made a Christmas movie. We actually made Space Jam 2 at the lake trip that we do every year, one year.
I
when
remember
we
that.
were
Yeah,
super
we
drunk.
made that like 5 years ago.
And by the way, our Space Jam 2 way the fuck better than the current
Way
Space
better.
Jam 2.
Yes.
So what we're going to do
Wasn't Little Bow Wow in it? Didn't we have
Absolutely.
Little Bow Wow?
and I
Little
think
Bow Wow
and
was
like
in it, yeah.
LeVar Ball and it was
Yeah,
Right.
I still stand against that. That guy can suck a dick through a welding mask.
yeah. So
Without
anyway,
flames.
So anyways, what I think we need to do is something that hasn't happened, which is really fucking surprising knowing the nature of the story. We need to create a movie for the 95 Mariners. Like, it fits all of the, like, Disney should have picked this shit up years ago and made it happen because
Should they
it's
have?
exactly everything that they do. Like, Bad News Bears, all that shit. I don't think that was Disney, but you get what I'm saying. The underdog that's facing, Sandlot. It's like, hey, this shouldn't happen. And it happened. It was inspiring. It's great. We
So-
need to cast.
Sandlot they were the underdog against the giant monstrous dog.
Yeah. Bad News Bears. They're the underdog. There's a lot of
Basketball.
Yeah.
them. Basketball. Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Okay, so here's how
It's an
here's
inspiring
how I want to start
underdog
this topic,
story.
then. I will list the roster of the 95 Mariners right now. I know it by heart, and I'll start. Joe DiMaggio, Hank Aaron, Roger Clemens.
Joey Cora.
Joey Cora was definitely there. The Situation actually time traveled and was on the 95 Mariners.
Yep.
Along with Jay Wow and Snooki. The manager.
Snooki was the catcher, so now he wouldn't know that it was a woman.
She didn't even have to have a glove. Her leathery mitts were all she needed.
Yep. Tanning beds.
So gross.
Okay, how many is that? Is that 6?
That's, I think so. We need a manager, and I think
we need
I
3.
think in
We need
95
2 more players.
Oh shit, that's right. 2 more
and
players
then,
for
and then
7.
1 manager.
Uh-huh. Who? Oh, Michael Keaton
Okay.
and Kevin Costner.
Okay,
were
I got a manager
first
for
and
you.
second base. Who's the manager?
Vin Diesel.
Of course it is. And you know what? I remember the slogan from the 95 Mariners. When you're here, we're playing baseball like family.
Yep.
And
Yep. You can't lose if you're with family.
your family doesn't matter how many home runs you hit. As long as you're there
They
to
asked
take the
him.
catch.
They
With
asked him
family.
before the
family.
95 ADLS. They said, "What's stronger than the New York Yankees?" And he said, "Family."
Mm-hmm.
Family.
No, not that family like they had in New York at the time. Real family, not
Real
those
family.
Italian bastards.
Yeah, right.
So we've got our roster.
got our
Who
cast.
plays them?
So Kevin Costner was a real baseball player.
Yep,
We
absolutely.
need to find somebody
Yep.
to play Kevin Costner. as a
Exactly.
baseball
I know what you're thinking. It can't be Kevin Costner.
player. Correct. I heard he's good at acting too, but
No,
let's not.
we don't want to
not
dilute
double
our
up,
movie,
yeah.
but having baseball players play baseball players.
Okay, I
that's
got you.
gross.
So Joe DiMaggio,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
I think that's Jonah Hill.
You know what? Can't argue with that.
Yep.
That guy can just knocks him out of the park. And also, I heard Jonah Hill fucked Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Probably twice.
I think a good manager.
I remember the movie where he talked about that and said, "Hey, who wants to hear about my STD from the silent film era?"
Yep. I think instead of it, the person who's going to play
That
is Vin
wasn't him.
Diesel, the manager. I think it's Pedro Pascal.
Okay.
So was it Marilyn Monroe?
Does
Okay.
Vin Diesel sing in this movie?
Of course he's going to sing. He does the theme song, the intro. Doesn't do the outro though. It's going to be a chorus of all the actors. It's by the way, this is going to be a musical.
Yes,
Oh,
I'll watch it. I'll direct you for free.
I'll be the ball boy.
Has there ever been a baseball-based musical?
Yeah, there's been several actually.
Sandlot.
Has there?
Yes, I don't remember what they're called, but there's
slapping
been
the
like 3.
baseball.
Okay.
Oh, Chapin nailed it. I'll look it up. You keep casting this great movie that people. Are really
I think
excited
the
to
person
take
who's going to
money
play is Snooki. I think you can't replace Snooki, so I think Snooki is going to play as herself.
Do you reveal her identity in the movie, or do you keep the mask on the entire time?
Mask on the entire time.
Okay.
Mask
To be safe.
with sunglasses on underneath. But I think at the very end, she like, oh, we won. She takes her mask off. They're like, you been a girl? Like, yeah, family. And then that's it.
Oh, family.
It's all about family.
The musicals, top baseball musicals are "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," "Heart," "Damn Yankees," "Team You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown." Listen here. 4 is "They're Not There," the baseball game, and then the national pastime. So yeah,
See?
There's been
All of
baseball.
them sound terrible.
Well, I mean, Derek, look at the subject matter.
Musicals.
I
agree.
If you put shit into your saucepan, you know what you're going to get? Shit sauce.
Sauteed, though.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
Sauteed shit.
maybe it's
All right, the-
Blanche.
Shite?
I actually pulled up the 1995 Mariners roster.
Okay.
Oh,
Now I regret
I
it.
already had that, but thank you for doing that.
No one cares.
Wait,
Derek.
hold on. How close was I?
You're pretty close. What was the starters?
Joe DiMaggio,
Yep.
Snooki,
Yep.
The Situation,
Yeah.
Jay Wow,
J-Wow.
Michael Keaton,
Yep.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah. Of course.
Hank Aaron was also there,
Yep.
playing second base.
I feel like Michael Keaton could play Lou Piniella.
I don't remember who played left field. I think I could get all the other ones. Dan Wilson, a catcher.
Yeah, left field. Let's see who the.
Let me try to
outfielders.
guess. Dan Wilson, a catcher. Tino Martinez at first.
Are the people bolded?
Alex
Joey Cora.
Joey Cora, excuse me,
Yeah.
at second.
Yep.
Alex Rodriguez
Yep.
at short. Mike Blowers at third.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Buhner in right.
Yep.
Ken Griffey Jr. in center.
Obviously.
Rich Armorall. Rich Armorall.
Rich Armorall is one of them, but I don't know if he was the starter. Could have been the outfielders were Rich Armorall, Darren Bragg, Jay Buhner, Vince Coleman,
Oh, Vince.
Alex Diaz, Ken Griffey Jr., Mark Newfield, Warren Newson, and Gary Thurman. So I'm going to guess it's probably Coleman or Amaral.
Yeah.
Amaral. Because the other guys I don't recognize, including Ken Griffey Jr. I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
And also, Donnie, I know you were curious. Darren Bragg 2 G's, and yes, he was 5'9".
That was my question. Now, I'm just looking up articles written by anybody. Why the 95 Mariners are the worst team ever in sports. I haven't found anything yet. But that's why I hit page 2 of Google. I'll get some.
Joey Cora was 5'8", and he weighed 150 pounds.
Yep.
He's a little guy.
And
What
he,
the fuck?
And he also sobbed uncontrollably when we got knocked out of the playoffs.
I know.
What's
That's why
really,
everybody loved Joey.
What's really funny about this
He
is
was a
I was
great
just
player.
in Seattle today visiting the Space Needle
Yeah.
and the Climate Pledge Arena and talking about
I
the
hate
Kraken.
that name.
We'll get back to that if you want to change your topic to that. But someone was talking to me about how, we're getting a hockey team. I'm like, yep, and we'll probably do pretty decently our first year and then live on that for the next 30. Like, never do anything again, just like the Mariners did. And it's funny you bring this topic up because we laughed about the one time the Mariners were good and how people just don't let it go.
Yeah, but that's not accurate.
Name the
Because
second time?
We weren't good the first year and then did nothing. We were terrible for 30 years and then
I
were
know.
good.
For
And
one,
then we
All right.
had a decent run for, about 6 years, and then we've done nothing since.
I actually have the list of the starters. In what position?
like
JB
we,
just named him.
Listed him,
the
We
Seattle
really just need to know
Mariners.
who left field is.
The Seattle Mariners
Vince
Armstrong.
Coleman.
Armstrong.
I was right the first time.
You were?
You did it.
The Seattle Mariners are one of the worst sports franchise when it comes to success. If you want to talk about money, the Seattle Mariners are a phenomenal sports
Is
franchise.
that what baseball is
And,
to you? The profit
well,
margins.
That's one of the biggest problems of why we've had such a long run of fucking mediocrity and shit is because every year we're one of the top grossing fucking teams, like of all sports. Not even just baseball. We make so much fucking money because they are smart about how they do it, but they don't care about fucking winning. They just care about the money. And we still only care about the money. And it's frustrating as a fucking true fan. And that's been one of the biggest problems.
He's true to the blue.
We're a very profitable sports franchise.
Basically, spend the fourth, or we get the
I
we have the
understand how
fourth
it works.
biggest media market,
Mm-hmm.
and we spend the 25th most.
Yeah.
Out of 30.
But the last time we spent $300 million, guess what we got? A steroided guy who couldn't hit, and then a steroided guy who couldn't hit, and then,
I mean, it is true when one of the years where we had $100 million payroll, we had 100 losses.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a true fact. But that's because we had people that spent the money in the wrong places. But that's
For the
neither-
Kraken, though, I just
neither
want them
here
to have
nor
some
there.
fun and make some friends this year.
Well,
That's all.
I'm
maybe we treat each
excited.
other like family.
I'm super excited for the Kraken, although I've heard a lot of, I guess, so-called experts, because I don't know hockey super in-depth or NHL super in-depth, say that we're not going to have that immediate success that the Golden Knights did. We're probably not going to be super successful our first year, but because of what we drafted, we'll probably build to it. So we might be like, we're going to be a really good team in like maybe 2 or 3 years. But apparently also we're going to have like one of the best defenses in the fucking league. We went defense heavy, which is cool.
Well, defense wins championships.
In football, yes. I don't know how that's...
In hockey,
We don't know anything about hockey.
Yeah, when you can win... I mean, if you win a game by 1 goal, defense is probably really important.
I mean, would that saying be true if it wasn't for every sport?
I don't see a lot of defense being played
Yeah.
in soccer.
Yeah, you do. You see him flopping around. That's the defense. Is flopping and
Oh,
acting.
then you know what? You're right.
Wasting time and
Yeah.
flopping.
Yep.
I mean,
Is it you when you're playing baseball, right?
yeah.
And like the Mariners are on the.
I mean,
field
I don't
now.
like the way you said baseball. That was really
So
hostile.
it's baseball.
No,
so,
it was just really hostile. You were just like, baseball?
baseball. So if the Mariners are on the field, not batting, right? They're considered on defense,
Yeah, they're fielding. Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it'd be defense.
So if you have a really good pitcher and they can't hit,
Mhm.
would you say that's your defense?
Yeah, no, I mean,
Oh, look at
no,
that.
100%.
I'm saying my argument wins.
no, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
If you're a tennis player and you can stop those,
He's
those
like a fucking
huge
chihuahua.
aces,
A lot of yips,
those giant hits.
no bite, and he's fucking annoying.
So if you were a tennis player and you could hit the ball 300 miles per hour,
Yeah.
but your tennis racket would fly out of your hand every time that you...
Yeah. and the opponent
served
can
it,
stop it and
but
hit
they
it back.
can't really do anything, then you'd be the best tennis player in the world. Because
No,
your
but
defense.
That's not
get
defense.
some
That's
grip
offense.
tape.
Offense is serving.
How successful was
I don't know anything about tennis either.
did,
What's love?
Chapin?
Love is of 0 point.
Did the Texas Rangers ever win a World Series in that era when they had zero pitching, but they were stacked on offense?
I don't know.
For like that 6-year period where they had to score like 12 runs
Was that
because they
during
were
our
going to.
lifetime?
What's that?
Was that during our lifetime?
Yeah. It
I
was.
don't think
It
so.
was like in the late '90s, early 2000s.
I don't think they did.
It was right around the time that they stole Rodriguez from us because they were like,
Oh, yeah.
"Hey,
Stole.
Alex, here's $235 million," and he was like, "Okay, let me start doing HGH because I can't perform at the level of $235 million."
How was that a steal? Sounds like the Mariners refused to pay a guy who couldn't perform, and then the
Sounds
Texas
like
Rangers
contract-
did.
Alex Rodriguez was a
Contractually.
fucking phenomenal player that didn't need to do the steroids that he did, but he felt he needed to do. He also wasn't worth $235 million. But at that era,
Sore
of,
subject.
that era of Texas Rangers, like they had zero pitching, and so their defense was garbage, and they literally their offense would have to score like 12 runs a game to win because they were probably going to give up 9 or 10 runs.
I'm not saying that the argument defense wins championships is absolute. There are a few.
Well, I mean,
there are a few anomalies here and there.
Yeah, you have a super good offense, you can overpower a defense. But yeah, I
Denver
get,
Broncos had a super good offense, and they weren't able to overpower the Seahawks in
Yeah.
the
Good shit.
2015 Super Bowl.
100%. It happens, and then they got a super good
Defense, and then they won.
Yeah,
So, movie.
Donnie, in
Yes.
dog Iditarod races,
You know,
does the defense matter?
this is a touchy subject. Because from 1896 to 1898, 3 years after the original Iditarod, there was a defense allowed. You could have two teams of dog sleds. One would go trying to get to the finish line. The other one would circle around in an area. You'd stake your claim, and anybody who came through that, you would just sick your dog sled on them. You'd come out. I don't remember what they're called now. They're like ulus on bats. Now, ulu's a traditional Inuit cutting tool.
Okay.
Tied to a bat. So you basically just chop their sled up as you're next to them. And whoever managed to keep sledding, you won, and the other guy had to leave. So defense was allowed. It has not been allowed for the next 187 years.
Carry the one.
Yep.
Would you say society's getting soft? That's why.
I know that Alaska is. Yeah, that's why I had to leave. I was just too hard for Alaska.
Is it true that...
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Next question.
Is it true that caltrops were a thing from other dog sledders, and they would put it down on the track for the dogs to go and hurt their paws, their bottom,
Their bottom
toes-
fingers.
their
Yep.
dogs. The
Yep.
dogs would go and hurt their
Oh,
dogs.
their toesy wuzzies? Yes, but you could not have them manufactured. You'd have to go and harvest your own icicles
Wow.
and melt them together and keep them in a cooler on your slood, so then you could throw them at the fellow dog mooshers. And they were really hard to see because, an icicle in snow, you're not going to notice that.
No.
It
You're
killed
talking
a
about clear on white?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, you
God,
can't see that.
Just
Yeah.
look at that.
killed so many dogs. So many dogs. And they were outlawed just as recently in 2015.
What a dumb show.
Ugh.
That was good.
My beer was stuck in my mouth there. I couldn't swallow because I was laughing.
Let's see. So there was caltrops.
Yep.
And were they able to tie a rope quickly, from one tree to another that was in a weird opening? So
You're
it would-
talking about the tree people incident from 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah. So out in the scrubland, there's not a lot of trees.
Yeah.
What there are very strong because they have to be very hardy.
Yep.
But yeah, so they actually hired little people to hide out in the snow in parka jackets, and they would they tie the rope around their waists, and there'd
Yep.
be two of them, and they would climb a tree and lop heads off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah. It's
Illegal defense then.
You tell me there was beheadings in the Iditarod?
Yes, there was definite memos sent out to question the validity and the legality of it, but no cops were ever involved. They never showed up again.
Wow.
Yeah. No, it's a great sport. Not a lot of people know about it.
Well, I'm glad we could educate our listeners.
Well,
on
yeah.
this.
Yeah. You know who invented the Iditarod?
The Dutch?
No, Dr. Ricardo Achilles.
Oh. We went full circle.
Yeah. That's where he discovered where his tendon was super important to steering the sled.
Ah,
Because it's all in the ankle and the heel.
you know, one of these times we'll have to sit down. We'll have to bust out a recording sesh, a rec sesh, as we like to call it,
Of course.
in the biz. And
A biz rec sesh.
we'll have to see if you can basically give a whole bibliography.
Is the tendon important in steering, or is it just the heel?
I mean, we all know that the heel bone is connected to the tendon bone. So, yes, the tendon is important.
Okay.
And
You
it's
can't-
also attached to the head bone as well.
Yep, the tendon bone runs all the way up the back of your leg, through your butt, up your spine, and right to the back of your skull. That's why your back is so important. Your tendon bone.
to the head bone, to your noggin. That's why they call it the noodle,
The noodle.
because that tendon is long like a noodle.
Oh.
Yep,
See?
like angel hair.
Spirally?
No,
It's
you're
not
thinking
fettuccine.
of your wrist.
Oh, like a spaghetti noodle then.
Yeah.
Boring.
Angel hair. Boring. All right, should we bring it home?
Yep.
Sure.
I would like to go out on a limb here and
Ooh, hot take.
think our friend Jordan Mosley, who is a much better artist than 311, Good Charlotte, and Green Day.
Hard disagree. He sounds just like Limp Bizkit. to me.
But
Because he keeps rolling.
He keeps rolling. But he turns on that fucking track, and then he just gets out and he spits hot music at the mic. Mm-hmm. But he
Like
did.
a phantom.
He created our intro and our outro music. If you're interested in his music, you can find him on iTunes or Spotify. That's Jordan Mosley, Mosley. And we would also like to thank our listeners for being with us, putting up with us, dealing with us for a year.
You're welcome.
Forcing themselves to give us a listen.
Of course.
For having this sweet, sweet nectar drained into their ears.
Yup.
Just,
I mean, the question
honey.
is do we still have the guy from like Ireland?
You
Like
know,
our first international listener?
Or girl. We don't know.
Unknown.
not after your
Sorry, yes.
pronunciation
unknown,
of
but
Mac
I'm
Allen.
gonna say they could not have been offended by our St. Patrick's Day recording. So I think they're
Our
still
culturally appropriate and sensitive St.
Culturally.
Patrick's Day.
Yep.
I mean, we had fantastic drinking songs.
We did. Donnie, let's say I'm a listener,
Okay.
and I want to let's say I'm a new listener that just discovered this.
You're a
podcast.
rookie.
I'm
And
a
you're
rookie.
trying to win Rookie Listener of the Year.
Yeah.
Fucking noobs.
I'm not a diamond ranked listener. Let's say I'm a circle. Okay,
Okay, I see where we go from circle to diamond. Yes.
it's ski terms. Ski terms.
Yep.
Yep. You don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you
Black
do.
diamond, circle takes the square.
Sure.
Tic-tac-toe.
But let's say that. Let's say
Black
I'm.
Dahlia. Makes sense.
Let's say I'm a circle listener, a rookie, so to
Sure.
say.
Uh-huh.
And I have some questions that I want to get out to us. What are some avenues for me to go down?
Well, you want to stare aware. Jesus. You want to stare aware of the black diamond and go just to the Gmail, the circle way to get in touch with us.
Yeah. What is that?
That is topshelfbanterpod@gmail.com. If you search up that email address in our Tinders, our OnlyFans, our Grinders, also the other ones, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, we have all those too. And you'll find
WordPress.
us. We have a live journal that I've been updating pretty recently with all my thoughts.
Really?
Yep.
How about a blog spot?
We do not have a blog spot. We don't blog. We vlog. There's
okay.
video. There's videos.
So a vlog spot.
Yeah.
Vlogspot.
Vlogspot.org.
And we vlog on OnlyFans.
Check out our G Spot. It's
so
pretty
many,
great.
So many nipples on OnlyFans.
All
3 of them.
All of them.
3 nipples on OnlyFans
3
It will-
nipples, 1 body.
that will never get paid for.
Anywho, that's Donnie.
That's Chapin.
That's Derek.
That's Chapin.
That's Donnie.
That's Chapin?
That's Derek.
And that's Jimmy.
We hope you have enjoyed the frustrations behind our opinions on these topics. Thank you for listening to Top Shelf Banter, and we done.
Top shelf banter. Well, I'm more right than wrong.